welcome to Kid, a little multiplayer Minecraft survival world that I play with all my friends, and we have just reset. Let me take off my helmet. We've just reset to a new, fresh world, and so we're playing on the new Caves and Cliffs update, as you can see. Pretty cool. Now, we've been playing for about a week, so I do have some stuff already, and I didn't really feel like showing off all the boring, normal grinding that you do at the beginning of a world. So this is kind of just where we're at now. I figured I'd just catch you up to date. Welcome to the spawn. This is our spawn right here. We've got a lovely big mountain, and for those of you that are familiar with Bedrock Realms, which we do play on, you would know that the render distance isn't always the greatest. But our spawn was down here in this little hole, and I'm going to turn on my inventory. We were down in this little hole, and we've decided to place this big platform here for now, which we're going to terraform into some nice cliff edges. So that way we have a nice big spawn building and a big shopping area for people to build shops and sell whatever. We already actually have a couple shops put up that people who are absolutely grinding this game have made. So over here we have one that's going to be, I believe, a food store. Yep. Will be food eventually, I'm sure. And then we have some big plans for the cave over here. It's pretty cool. Oh, if you run into things, it's not as cool. So, yeah, and very nice, very nice. Then over here, we have a couple little shops that are super great to have early game. So this one is awesome. This is called the XP Hut, built by a friend of mine named Max. And he's created this little XP machine where you cook a ton of stuff, have it go through this furnace here, and everything that is cooked gets pulled directly out. So what's happening to the XP is it holds everything in there. And basically all you have to do, we're just going to grab one because that's all we need. Oh, somebody's already cooked, and I just got a ton of levels from that. Let's see, we're at 65, so just one potato, which when you're at 65, you don't really level up quickly. But one potato put us up 3 levels. So it's pretty sweet. You can get from level 0 to 30 in a matter of seconds. And then, I don't know if this place is open, but it's going to be Mr. Mystery's Mini Mending Market. Or he's going to have a villager in here that sells mending books. Now, that's pretty much all that's happened over at the spawn area. Everybody's kind of just built little starter homes at this point. I have finally just moved out of my starter home and am getting ready to build my base, and I'll be showing that to you guys later. This was my starter home. Pretty simple, pretty just normal stuff. I wanted to keep it really small. I just shoved everything in here until we got elytra and shulker boxes so that I could move out to my new area, which let's go take a look at right now. I've been doing a very big project, which I will never do again this early in a Minecraft world. Welcome to the Nether. This is my path to my base. This leads to my base, and this path leads back to the spawn portal. Now, that's only about 100 blocks away, so I haven't decorated or anything, and I will probably have all of this torn out at some point. But if we hop on, we need to align perfectly because there are no guardrails on this thing. We can start zooming down to my base. This has been a pain. Awful. Look, because of those guys. And gas. Holy crap. I just saw 4 gas spawn. 2 of them are just stuck. What is going on? And digging. Screw you, gas. but we've made it possible. We've made it, and it's kind of far. 800 blocks about. 900 almost. So not bad. You guys are familiar with the boat glitches? It's super bad. Look at this. I mean, there's a guy in the boat, and he's even invisible. I think he's mad at me now. There we go. So, yeah, let's go check out my base. Okay, let's let everything load in for a second. And I've barely been out here. I've hardly done really anything. Although, this is where I plan to build. So, I have some pretty crazy plans, and I'm going to be keeping them for maybe later episodes. But this whole mountain range is super cool. The reason I love this mountain range and why I specifically wanted to make sure I could find it, and just so you guys know, apparently these are pretty rare, at least according to a seed map where I was trying to look at biomes. These biomes are hard to come by. But they're super sweet because they have these like super tall, pointy cliffs and mountains and no snow. This is a warm climate area. So even up here at 255, we have no snow. They also have these cool calcite veins. Yeah, really nice. Because it is a warm climate, we do have some jungle. There's a mesa off in the distance over there. We've got this big cool lake, and my base is just going to kind of wrap around this whole area. Hopefully, that's the idea. And in here, though, is where we're going to be working in the mountain. So let's step on inside. Aha! This is the cave. So, I will, I guess, tell you guys my plans for the cave base. So my idea for the base is to kind of create a weird, just funky workshop, something that just sort of works as a really functional base, where I can just get all of my work done and have cool little farms or just experiment with super weird color palettes, whatever. And it's all going to be placed in here. So, like right above me, I already have a platform prepared for what I'm going to be starting on next, which you guys will see soon. I've been gathering materials for it. This is all of my junk. As you guys can tell, I'm super organized, and I definitely don't need a new storage system because this just makes perfect sense, right? Hopefully, in the next world, after we get this thing done, we can get a proper storage spot built, and that'll be great. So, yes, let's move on to this platform right here. So, definitely didn't lose clips and tried to make a time lapse that just kind of failed. That isn't what happened. Instead, I'm just going to explain what I was going to do. This is going to be an entrance to the base where it's going to be a big, cool hallway. So, yeah, that's what this next clip is about, is me explaining the walls that I just built. Enjoy. So, here we are so far. I was trying to do a recording, but my camera account that I had standing right here just kept getting attacked constantly. So we're just going to not use a camera account and probably just have to record with one perspective. But this is kind of what we're going for so far. We got some walls. Yeah, see, this is why I was getting attacked. Next up, we're going to do the roof. And then after that, we need to colorify it, make it brighter, make it stand out, have little things that stand out. Right, and there we go. Roof added. So this might seem like a small hallway, but the reason we're doing this is we're going to have a giant nether portal right here. And this nether portal is not only going to be the access to the nether and stuff, but it's also going to be another entryway into our main base. So we're going to have this just kind of be like an entryway into the main area. And this might expand forward. I haven't decided yet. But eventually this is all going to be a building. So it will all make sense and look good. But this is kind of just the style that I'm going for. Obviously, I still need to light it up and put in a couple more details. But there's something I really wanted to do that I think will help quite a bit. And that is this. Let's grow the bamboo to their fullest heights, or as far as they can. And just stepping back now, look at how much better this looks. It gives it a nice green, and it's a very contrasting color from the brown and yellows. So it just gives a nice popping color. And that's kind of what we want around this base, is to have a lot of almost not bland, but just very saturated colors. And then occasionally throw in these colors of the bamboo and the leaves, and eventually the lights. And I'm going to put some paintings in here. Those all things will be used to really just pop the colors of this place and make it stand out. So, and she's done. There we go. I think it turned out really good. So basically all I did to finish it off was obviously grew the rest of the bamboo. We added in some little lights here, some lights on the roof, and I decided to just throw this in real quick. This is going to be kind of just an archway holding the nether portal. Now, I definitely don't have enough obsidian right now to build a nether portal that big, but we'll eventually build it. And right here, and here, and on all these little spots, I actually plan on put paintings, but I don't have wool for that either. So in the next episode, hopefully we can get some farms going, get a little more work on the base, and hopefully get some buildings done at the spawn. So that should wrap it up for this little build right here, though. Okay. So I'm here trying to cure and take care of Melvin, and he's taking a nap on the floor right where I need to place this. Oh, it worked! Wasn't working before. Hey, alright, hopefully he becomes a butcher. We're going to try and get him to give us a steak. I'm pretty sure it's an always chance with the butchers, but let's just hope that it is. And if it is, then we have an infinite source of steak, because we have a raid farm. Let me go show you guys that. Alright, and here is the raid farm. This is a pretty basic raid farm for Bedrock players. This, I don't believe, can actually be built in Java because it requires trident killers, which I don't think you can actually make in Java. So, they're pretty cool. Basically, the idea is a raid starts up in this little box, and they kind of just drop right down into this little spot and get killed by a trident killer right here. Very loud and annoying. And we can do that, start the raids, because down here the captains spawn, the raid captains. And these generally will always spawn at the towers, and you do that by finding where they spawn, and you kick them into another trident killer. Right here is the trident killer for this one, and you kill them, and it basically gives you the bad omen effect, and then starts raids, because we have a little villager tucked in a bed right there. So I'll turn it on real quick, see if we can get a raid going. There we go. I think we just got it. Yep. And they should start spawning. So we just got a kill from down there. I wasn't even in the room or anything, but because we have a trident that we threw, it just spawns in a raid, and soon they should be dropping. There we go, they just spawned in, and you should see them drop. Boom, right there. So it's a really great way for getting emeralds, random enchanted books. I mean, this is the stuff. We've already taken out the goodies, but here's emeralds, and obviously we get tons of totems. So books, here's all the stackable items that you get. Emeralds, arrows galore. It's a really great farm. Now, this farm is definitely not very pretty, and Max and I do plan on making it look better. I did make this with Max. So, we want to come up here and make it look all nice and fancy, and give it a proper entrance. Right now, we just kind of enter through a portal down there that we have connected in our nether, so... yeah, that's the raid farm. Whoa! And just like that, we have a stake trade. I've already traded, got 48, so 48 every single time we trade with him. And with the infinite amount of emeralds, it's not a cost at all. I mean, we also have access to rabbit stew, which I already got a crap ton of, and cooked rabbit. So yeah, pretty cool. The master level is I think they had another option for a emerald to something trade, but I wasn't really sure. So that's all right. I just wanted the cooked beef. So Melvin is now our little in-house chef. So nice. Welcome, Melvin, to our cold abode. All right. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of work put into this first episode. Obviously, just a ton of stuff skipped because it's kind of just the beginning of, you know, the world and all the boring grinding stuff that I'm sure many of us have done, and I didn't really feel like showing it. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.